All right, so fifth video of tonight on a Sunday night. So I apologize if I mess up any, like I already got to mess up right here. Let's pretend that there is a space in between those two words. All right. This video is for geometry and it is going to cover what collinear and coplanar are and then go through some examples of identifying collinear points and coplanar points. So, definition of collinear. Collinear means lying on the same straight line. So it's anything that's lying on the same straight line. Now, the only thing that can be on a line is a point, right? So the only thing that can be on a line is a point. So basically, it's collinear points. Coplanar means lying on the same plane. Now, coplanar, you can actually have coplanar lines and other coplanar things. But for the sake of this entire activity, I'm going to be talking specifically about points, whether they're collinear points or coplanar points. So let's go to example one. And I'm just going to go through two examples. I think that's more than enough. Collinear. Let's do that first. So collinear. So I have two lines. I got two lines. So if I'm going to do collinear and I have two lines, let's look at this first line. So on this line, what points are collinear? That would be A, B, and C. Those 3 points are collinear. They all lie on the same straight line. So a typical question that I would give my students is name 3 collinear points. The reason why you do 3 collinear points is because any 2 points are collinear. Any 2 points are collinear. So let me actually write that down. Note, any 2 points are collinear. See, I already messed up again. Whatever. It's supposed to say collinear, all right? Any 2 points are collinear. Because if you have 2 points, I guarantee you guys can draw a line through it. Like if you draw 2 points anywhere, if you draw a point on your wall and a point on your floor, I bet you can get out a piece of yarn and connect those 2 dots and make a line. Guarantee it. All right? And I even do that sometimes when kids are in my classroom. You can put a point on the wall and a point on the floor, and you can connect them with a line of yarn. So any 2 points are collinear. So the question is, usually is name 3 points that are collinear, and in this case, it would be A, B, C. So points A, B, and C. And points, because we also have another line. We have this line that is going through the plane, right? We have a point Y up here that's going through, and then we have a point where it is going through, like where it's going through the plane, which is B, and then it comes out the bottom, and down here we have X. So points Y, B, X. And they don't have to be in order. You could do BYX, XYB, CAB, BCA, doesn't matter. But the point is notice I did not use D at all. Didn't use D in collinear. I didn't use it. D's not on a line. Now, are B and D collinear? I would say B and D are collinear. I would say B and C or D and C are collinear because I could potentially draw a line through them. They're collinear, but I did not draw that line. And the key thing is actually collinear. Let me say up here, the whole point of this is I would assume the question will be name 3 points. Because otherwise it becomes redundant. Because I can draw a line through here, I can draw a line through here, I can draw a line through, I can even draw a line through A through X, even though that's below, right? It would be like drawing a line through, like, it's hard to envision. But if you have 2 points, you can draw a line through it, no matter what. So in reality, and that's my mistake, again, tired Sunday night, made a lot of videos. So it's named 3 points. So there's no other point that is collinear with D, right? CD and then what? BD and then what? YD and then what? Nothing. So there's not that third point. But these 3 points are collinear and these 3 points are collinear. Okay, let's move on from that. My poor example. Let's do coplanar. Okay, and coplanar typically is going to be asking for points on the drawn plane. Okay, so what points are coplanar that are on, let's say, plane W, or yeah, let's call that, that's supposed to be a W. All right, so on plane W, what points are coplanar? And that would be A is on this plane, B is on this plane, C is on this plane, D is on this plane. So we have points, so far we have points A, B, C, and D. Now the question is Y and X. So again, this line, because of those dashed lines, signifies that this is going through the plane. So that means Y isn't on the plane. Y is above it. Y is above it, and then it comes through the bottom, and X is down here. So Y and X aren't on it. Now B is, because B is, I mean, I've been drawing it on here. I got little red dots. B is on the plane. B is on the plane. But Y is up here, and X, when it comes out the bottom, is down here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how big that is. But X is below, Y is above. So let's say above, and this one is below. Okay, so it's not on the plane. So it's just A, B, C, D are on that plane. All right, let's move on to the next one. Got fun example two. So we got 2 planes. All right, we actually have 2 planes this time. We have, it's basically, if you think of a card, like, birthday card, or, birthday card, right? So you got your bottom plane and this other plane. Now you got to remember they go forever. So this one actually has a line on it that goes through this other plane, which is that XBY, because of that. So this is actually going below. All right, it's cutting through, it's underneath it. All right, so collinear. So it would be name 3 collinear points. And you would have 2 sets, right? We would have A, B, C, because they're all on this line. So A, B, C. And on this line that goes through, it's on the pink plane, and it goes through this other one, we get X, B, Y. So we get X, B, Y. So that's pretty straightforward. Kind of the same as the last example, but what gets different here is the coplanar, okay? So what gets different here is the coplanar. So name points coplanar, or name, I should have said name woof. Just cross that out. Name coplanar points on pink. And then let's do name coplanar points on the blue plane. All right. So let's do pink first. Pink's interesting. Pink's interesting because, you know what? Hold up. I got pink and blue. And I am back. Okay. So, pink's interesting because, I'm going to do my best to do this, is planes go forever. They don't just stop. This piece of paper isn't actually the end of the plane. It doesn't just stop here. It goes forever in all directions. It's just, I mean, we can't look at infinity. So we designate a certain area, and that's this blue piece of paper. Now this pink plane, which most of you guys, how I have it drawn is it looks like this. But this plane goes forever. So this plane actually goes forever down, which is why that line XBY, if I was to draw that line, which is XBY, I don't know if you guys can see it. My hand's kind of in the way. I can't hold everything. But here's the, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger actually. Hold on. All right, so it should be a little bit bigger now. But see, here's the line, or here's the line. And here is what you guys see, right? Looking at that, that's what I have drawn. But actually this goes, and it goes forever, and it keeps going, it keeps going. So X is up here, B is where it touches, and then Y is down below on this plane down here. So, and that's that below part of, it looks like this. You got to imagine, I know it's hard to imagine three-dimensional, especially if this is the beginning of geometry. If you're here, I'd have you guys all make stuff for my students at the least. But, so if I'm naming coplanar points on this pink plane, I should need to actually draw a whole nother line on here. And that whole other line needs to be, so if I have X, B, Y, X, B, and Y down here, I also have A and C. So I actually have X, B, Y, which is going up and down, and then I have that ABC here, where it actually comes up. I need like cardboard because these things are too flimsy. But if you can see it, I have this blue plane which crosses at ABC. So they intersect. They intersect right there. Okay. Now Y is below, X is above. Fun stuff. All right. I need cardboard. That's on my to-do list. Okay. So what is on this plane? All four of these. Did I say four? All five of these points are on this plane actually. I got it upside down. All five of these points are actually on this plane. I got X up top, I got B, and then I got Y below, and then this ABC line is where this blue plane connects. But the point is this line is on both of the planes. So we get tricky here. So the pink is actually all five. We get ABC because they're shared. ABC is shared. So I get A, B, C, but then I also get X and Y. That's on the pink plane. So then X and Y. So let me actually, you know what would be a good idea is I should just come through here. And this line right here, that's shared. This line is shared. So all the points that are on that line are shared, all right? So that means when I do the blue, I have an extra point, which is E over here. I have an extra point, which is E, that's on this plane. But I also have these shared points, ABC. So I have ABC and E. So coplanar on B is A, B, C, and then E. All right, so on this blue plane, I got A, B, C, and E. And on this pink plane, I have X and Y. All right, I have X and Y, but then I also have those, got it upside down again, but then I also have those shared 3 points. I have these shared 3 points. Hope that makes sense. I mean, it's really hard to visualize three-dimensional. I get that. It is difficult. I understand that. I hope this video did help understand collinear and coplanar. So one more time, collinear is things that lie on the same line, so X, B, Y, or A, B, C. Those are collinear, they're on the same line. And coplanar just means what's on the same plane. All these points are on the same plane. E is on a different plane. E is on blue, all of these are on pink, E is on blue only. All right? So again, hope that helped. I am tired. I still have more videos to make, so I'm gonna cut it off here. Give it a thumbs up if it did help. Let me know if there needs to be another video. Thank you for watching. Maybe? No? Okay, what the heck? It's wigging out. Let's try this again.